Must and mustn't. We can use must and mustn't to talk about rules and obligations. So remember, rules and obligation, we use must and mustn't. Okay, here we have example. I must do my homework. So it is obligation. We must wear our school uniform. Okay, so it is obligation by school. Okay, you mustn't be late for class. You mustn't be late for class. We mustn't speak when the teacher is speaking. Okay, when the teacher is speaking, we should not speak, or we mustn't speak. We should keep quiet. Okay, let's see now when we use must and when we use mustn't. Okay, so how to use them? Must means do it. Must means do it. If you don't do it, you will be in trouble. So you should or you must do it. It is obligation. So must means do it. If you don't do it, you will be in trouble. So let's see here. You must listen to the teacher. Okay, you must listen to the teacher. Mustn't means don't do it. So mustn't is the opposite of must, and it means don't do it. And if you do it, you will be in trouble. Yeah, so here must, you should or you must do it, and if you don't do it, you will be in the trouble. And mustn't means don't do it, and if you do it, you will be in the trouble. So here there is example. We mustn't forget our books. Yeah, because if we forget our books, we will not find books to revise. Or how can we revise and our books is forgotten or like that? So here use the infinitive without to. Okay, only infinitive without to after must and mustn't. Okay, so after must and mustn't, we should use infinitive, but without to. Okay, without to, that indicate that it is infinitive, only verb. Here there is example. Children must respect their parents. So we should not see children must to respect. No, children must respect their parents. Parents must take care of their children. Okay, so parents must take care of their children. So here we should not use to take, but only must take. So here we have a verb and it is in infinitive but without to. You mustn't shout in the library. So also here we have mustn't, so we shout. So here we have only verb in infinitive and we don't have to. Okay, so remember, with must and mustn't we use the infinitive form but without to. Okay, so now let's see need versus needn't. Okay, when we use need and when we use needn't, or what's the difference between need and needn't? Okay, here we have need is used to express necessity or obligation to do something. Okay, so also need it for obligation or necessity to do something. I need to go to school. I need to wake up early. I need. Okay, so the negative form of need is needn't or need not. Okay, so the negative form of need is needn't or need not. So need not or needn't is also used to express necessity or obligation, but in the negative sense as mustn't. Okay, here as mustn't, when we say you needn't, or so here we have in negative sense. Look here in this example. Need I come again means it is necessary for me to come again. So if you ask if it is necessary to come again, so you say need I come again means it is necessary for me to come again. Okay, so here is this question, and you ask if it is obligation or it is necessary to come again. Needn't, you needn't do it now. Okay, you needn't do it now, meaning it isn't necessary for you to do it now. So it is not necessary, it is not obligation, it is, so we don't need to do it now. You can do it later or okay. So needn't is when we see that something is obligation, when we talk about obligation or necessity, but in the negative sense means that you are not obliged to do it. Okay, you are not obliged to do it. Okay, now let's see needn't, have, and needn't, need to. Okay, what's the difference between needn't have and needn't, need to? So both this form, which is needn't have and didn't, need to, are used to talk about past events. Okay, remember we have past events, but there is sometimes a difference in use. So here needn't have and didn't, need to is used to talk about past. Okay, we are talking about past, not present. But even if both talk about past, there is a difference between them. Okay, so let's see the difference. When we say that someone needn't have done, why? Because he is have plus past participle. Remember, have plus participle. Needn't have done something, it means that he did it, but it was not necessary. Okay, and the speaker didn't know at that time that it was unnecessary. So here needn't have done means that action or event in the past we don't need to do it or unnecessary to do it, but we don't know at that time that it is not necessary. Okay, so we don't know. If we know that it is unnecessary, maybe we will not do it, but here we don't know. Okay, that's why we use needn't have done. Okay, so when we say that someone needn't have done something, it means that he did it. Okay, he did the action. Okay, he did the action. He did it, but it was not necessary. Okay, so he did the action, but it was not necessary. And also the speaker didn't know. Okay, so the speaker didn't know that the action was unnecessary, and it is unnecessary. Okay, so let's see the example. If you are okay, yes, let's see here. You needn't have washed the dishes. I would have put them in the dishwasher. So for example, I don't know if you have a dishwasher or not, and I went to visit you, and I see the dishes, so I clean this the dishes. So you see, oh, you needn't have washed the dishes. Why? Because I would have put them in the dishwasher. So here the speaker first he didn't know that the action of washing the dishes is unnecessary. Okay, and he do it. Yeah, he did it. Okay, he did it, but he did not know that it is unnecessary. The second example is, I needn't have prepared all that food. The phone to say they wouldn't be coming. So here the speaker, for example, he prepared already the food. Okay, but the phone and the told him, oh, we will not come, or like that. So here the speaker said, I needn't have prepared all that food. Okay, well, so he needn't have prepared all that food. Why? Because the visitor or the invader will not come. So I needn't have prepared that food. The phone to say they wouldn't be coming. So in the first, he did not know that they were not coming. Why? Because if he know that they were coming, they will not prepare. But because he don't, or because he didn't know that, he prepared a lot. He prepared lots of food, or food. Okay. So after that, he say, "Oh, I needn't have prepared all that food." The furniture say they wouldn't be coming. Okay, so this is the example for needn't have done. Let's see. So needn't have done is when we did. Okay, so the action is in the past, and we did the action, but we don't know that it is unnecessary. Okay, so now let's see didn't need to. When we use didn't need to. Okay, didn't need to. We use didn't need to say that something unnecessary. Okay, so that it is one comment between needn't have done and didn't need to. So the common point is unnecessary. So both are unnecessary. And this was known as the time of the action. So the difference is the first, the speaker did not know that it is unnecessary. That's why we used needn't have done. But here in the second, didn't need to, the speaker know already that the action is unnecessary. So the speaker know that the action is unnecessary, but he wanted to do it. Okay, so let's see here the example. I didn't need to go. so I didn't go. So I know in the past that it is not necessary to go, so I did not go. Okay, it is not necessary or it is unnecessary, so I did not go. Or we can see also, I didn't need to go, but I decide to go anyway. Means that I know that it is not necessary to go or it is unnecessary to go, but I decide to go. I say, okay, let's go, it's no problem, let's go. So okay, so here the speaker is know or already know that the action is unnecessary and he wanted to do it. Okay, so to summarize, when we use needn't have, it was not known at time that the action was not necessary. So here remember, needn't have done, because after here it is past present perfect. Yeah, needn't have done. So when we use needn't have done, it was not known at the time that the action was not necessary. Okay, let's see here. I needn't have gone means I went and this was unnecessary, but I didn't know at the time that it was unnecessary. Okay, so here needn't have gone means I went and this was unnecessary, so I did the action. Okay, I did the action, but I didn't know at the time that it was unnecessary. Okay, so I did the action, but I did not know that it is unnecessary. So in this case we use needn't have done. Okay, but for didn't need, I know the action that it is unnecessary, but I did it anyway. I didn't, even if I know that the action is unnecessary. Okay, so that is all. Thank you for watching, and I wish this video will be helpful for you. And please, if do you like this video, please to subscribe to my channel. And bye for now, and I see you in next video inshallah. Bye for now.